Welcome to episode 1570 of Hard Factor. It is Friday, October 18th, 2024. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80% accuracy guaranteed on this podcast. Patreon.com/Hard Factor if you need more Hard Factor. Today, we've got Australia still hating the Aborigines with Wes.
Yeah, they're trying everything in their power to get rid of these bastards, and they just can't do it. So they've come up with a new plan, and it's pretty despicable.
Okay.
Yeah.
This will work. This will work, eh?
Clarified. Yeah. They keep
Wouldn't
trying.
you get out of here?
Yeah.
It's been a long time they've been at that. I'm glad you clarified it's despicable, because the way I said it, it could have sounded like you were involved in the...
And we're on their side.
No,
Right. Yeah. I didn't mean that. You're presenting it. We've got a drug kingpin snowboarder with Pat.
Yeah, this shit's crazy, dude. It is nuts. You're gonna love this crime story, and it's gonna also be a good old-fashioned manhunt story because this guy's on the fucking run. Be on the lookout.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Pat.
Mm-hmm.
Always keeping us up to date with the latest manhunt news. And then we got a couple of falls with Mark.
Yeah. A couple of 31-year-olds had some issues with gravity this week.
It'll
It'll get you.
Oh,
Jinx.
right. Yeah.
I said a little faster.
Well, we
You
all
guys
know
like
the
gravity.
Could have been the delay.
No,
We all know the one, right, maybe could
The
be.
one
And then I've got
direction.
I've got some dummies on the street to close it out. So some viral dummies that
Aboriginal dummies on the street.
no, not Aboriginal, American dummies on the street. And we can, you've probably seen the videos, but we can dive a little bit deeper, get to know the guy behind the guy in these cases. Yeah.
Sick.
Okay.
All right, Wes, how are they going to fix their problem over there?
Well, let's jump into it. Australia, as we know, has a long history with criminals, right? There was a penal colony of the British Empire from 1788 to 1868. Penal. That's right.
Oh,
Penal.
a lot of chicks there.
They sent over 160,000 convicts to Australia for crimes they committed in Britain and Ireland. And still to this day, as ChatGPT tells me, the convict heritage is recognized as a significant part of Australian history. They've got some UNESCO World Heritage sites there dedicated to this time, this period. And I think it's probably the funnest fact about Australia, that it's full of blood relatives of dangerous people and dangerous critters, right? It's just a dangerous place. Yeah.
Same thing with Georgia. I think it was a penal colony as well.
Was it?
Believe so.
But there's
Still
something
is.
different about an island, right? Like an island retains like roots of its culture in a way that you can never get rid of.
Yeah, I mean that's a massive island. It's like the size of
Australia's like
United
what they
States.
did conceptually in like Escape New York or LA, right? Like that was like how it started. Besides the Aboriginals, like
Similar to that, yeah.
yeah, just
You
send them
ship
to
your
an island.
ship your undesirables to this giant hot island with Aborigines. Yeah.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah. And Australia has come a long way since then. They developed into a thriving country. But they still hold on to that love of locking people up. They also hold on to that racism and hatred towards the Aboriginal people that inhabit the northern territories of Australia, the outback. The British tried their best to genocide the Aboriginals off the face of the earth and had to settle with allowing them to go north to the harshest parts of the country to live, a desert land full of many of those dangerous critters that Australia has, right?
Yeah, and that's starting to make a ton of sense. Like we do have a ton in common with Australia, right? Like the US, like everything you're saying, locking them up. You guys mentioned Georgia.
It's
and also
interesting.
like Americans started as guys that didn't like England, but they kind of left on their own, but they were like rogues. And then Australia's like guys that they shipped over there that was like criminals not getting along. So Australia and US are a lot in common, right?
Yeah, we're British. Yeah.
Yeah, we're both British imperial colonies.
Right.
Yeah.
That were like
Yeah.
undesirables. Yeah.
Yeah.
They though had to be, they were granted their freedom, unlike America. So we always got
We
that
earned ours.
Yeah.
Did it the hard way.
But it seems, guys, that living and banishing them to live in what most Americans would consider hell isn't enough, because as the Aboriginals thrive in those parts and have families and do their best to survive, they're still having kids. And if there's one thing a racist Australian hates, it's when Aboriginals have kids. least favorite thing, right? So what to do?
They're breeding.
Yeah, they breed. And that's bad for racist white Australians. So what do? Well, it's pretty simple. You start throwing kids in jail. And that's exactly what they've been doing in the Northern Territory and basically all over Australia for decades. In fact, the Northern Territory, according to the BBC article by Katie Watson, Simone Atkinson, and Tiffany Turnbull, says that Northern Territory already jails children at a rate 11 times higher than any other place in the country. And shocker, almost all the kids are Aboriginals. A report from Amnesty International in 2018 said that Queensland's youth prison are overflowing. More than 80% of kids locked up haven't even been sentenced yet. And Indigenous kids, Aboriginals, are 30 times more likely to be locked up than their non-Indigenous peers. Here's a shitty chart back from 2018 when the awareness of this issue was at its peak. I guess COVID hit and then they were like, fuck them kids. But as you can see, all over Australia, Aboriginal children are being locked up at a rate 40 times, 15 times, 20 times, 30 times more than any other race in Australia.
Another thing in common with the U.S., like what we did with the blacks in the 90s and others and other decades.
Yeah.
90s end. Yeah.
But that number is about to go even higher thanks to the new leadership of the Country Liberal Party, which took leadership in August after the elections there. And this party is a bit of conflicted in their stances. On one hand, they focus on policies that aim to improve the welfare and opportunities for Indigenous Australians, often emphasizing local solutions. Another thing they are is tough on crime. So in order to improve the welfare and opportunities of the Aboriginal people and be tough on crime, they just lowered the age that those pesky little Aboriginal kids can be thrown in jail to just 10 years old. Yeah, which is
extreme.
Yeah, it's a little extreme. Yeah, it's 4 years lower than other developed countries and the UN's recommendation of the 14-year minimum. But they said, nope, these little bastards are a handful, and we got to start early.
The UN doesn't deal with them, though. It's easy for them to say that from their podiums.
Yeah. So the leaders of the party said that throwing these little dummies in jail is the only real way to protect them, while doctors, human rights organizations, and Indigenous groups disagree with that logic, which has doctors rethinking their stance since the Indigenous people agree with them, which is always a red flag. Kids that look like this, this one kid has a real snot problem, so maybe lock him up. But the other kids are just kids, right?
Especially during cold and flu season, am I right?
Yeah, look at the snot on that kid. Jesus
he's working with a ton.
Yeah,
10-year-olds. They're locking them up.
Apparently, these little buggers are on a violent crime spree in some towns, like the only place that white people want to live in the Northern Territory, Alice Springs. Looks pretty nice. It's made of
great chicken.
It's made up of 52% white people, and they've issued curfews to stop the Aboriginal heathens. The only problem is none of them can tell time because they don't go to decent schools, so they're often out after curfew, especially on full moon nights.
Like Provo, Utah.
Yeah, it's crazy. So research shows both globally and in Australia that putting kids in jail is going to make them more likely to reoffend and has dire impacts on their health, education, employment, their whole futures. So you lock a kid up at 10, you're basically fucking him for the rest of his life. And
true
in March,
here, true there, true everywhere.
Yep. And in March of this year, Queensland released a report of 2 deaths of kids who were spending extensive time in solitary confinement in youth detention, and those deaths were ruled suicide and drug overdose inside the jail. So, protesters with misspelled signs stood outside the Northern Territory Parliament with signs that read "10-year-olds still have baby teeth. What if it was your child?" And the Northern Territory's Children's Commissioner told BBC that there was structural racism at force in Northern Territory youth justice system, which is sounds like it. Sounds like there's a lot of racism. And just
from the map you put up, it looked like the whole country. Really,
the whole country has a real fucking problem. With throwing.
It seemed like the rates in the north aren't like that much crazy.
Tasmania is the only one where it's somewhat even. It's still 3 times more likely to be in prison.
That's because there's no Aborigines living in Tasmania.
Yeah, I mean, up in the Northern Territories in Queensland, where what's the thing on the west there, Western Australia, I guess, a lot. So, yeah.
That's we took all of our Aborigines and made them walk across the country and then to casino lands, right? Like this is another thing we have in common.
it's
We
human
keep
nature.
gifting them casinos, but not the land. You know,
It's European nature. Come
Off
in,
the
take
table, but
over,
you know,
Yeah.
ship them into a corner, and then hate them.
that's America's way of fixing it. We'll sweep it under the rug if we just keep continually giving you like gas pipelines and casinos, right?
Just a little
Is that
further
cool?
west. Just a little further
further.
west.
Yeah.
My fantasy football team name for years was Trail of Beers, and I was waiting for someone to tell me to change it, but no one cared.
You're
Very
almost in the
progressive league.
desert. You're almost in the desert. Keep going.
I will say it's despicable what America's done to a lot of the Native Americans and obviously Africans and African Americans. But at least we're giving the Native Americans the casinos. We're not giving the land back, but there is the casino
It's better than
aspect
jail.
of it. It's
Yeah.
better than 10-year-olds in jail. You got to
Yeah,
say.
it's better than jail.
Yeah.
If you were going to take one of the two, right? If you were going to say, do you lock up the 10-year-olds or do you get unlimited casinos?
I was saying I want to take a DNA test and see if I'm Native American because I wouldn't mind being forced to a casino.
You got to work here.
You want to get grandfathered in to
Yeah.
casino ownership?
Ship me up there, man.
But if we did send them to land that turned out to be valuable, I'll Killers of the
We'd
Flower
take it
Moon.
back,
We'd come in and murder their asses
Yeah.
for those head rights.
Yeah. So, people that are obviously against this also are worried that it could work like gangbusters, and other territories will start to do the exact same thing. Tasmania did say it will raise the age to 14 by 2029, but as you
It's
can,
going to take us a couple of years to figure it out.
Yeah. So right now they're running amok, and they're just locking them up at the age of 10. So.
Interesting to be going that direction in 2024 because you know the
Backwards,
reaction is going to be intense, right?
Yeah,
So,
it was 12, and they lowered it back to 10 for their own good, is what their
That's
excuse
too
was.
way too high. Way high.
Australia's having some wild swings.
They're easier to catch when they're
They are.
10.
They
Right?
had the
'Cause, like-
overreaction to COVID, and then they wanted to kill all the cats in Western Australia, and then they wanted like that. Then
Well, they're just
cats
fans.
were a
right
problem.
wing. Now the right wing's
You
pendulum
know,
swinging. And
guys, you know what it is? Wes explained it. Once you've been imprisoned, you're more likely to be about prison,
Right.
and they're all from prisoners. And then like
what they know.
they can't get it away. It's all they know is prisons.
they know.
And so
Yeah.
during COVID, they were like prisoning people inside their apartments, and now they're prisoning 10-year-olds. It's just
They love
it's a
prison.
big time
It's
prison.
like trying to get my beagle to not chase squirrels.
Yeah.
It's all she
Also,
knows.
you know,
right. It's in their blood.
at 12, you start getting
Oh.
a little stronger, and at 10, you're easy. You're easy to catch at 10.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Very easy.
So anyway, that's what's going on in Australia. It has been for decades, apparently. So good luck to all the Aboriginal people there and their families who probably have a kid in jail right now. And maybe everyone over there in Australia, Northern Territories, locking these kids up should just chill out with some nice 100% pure nicotine, always tobacco-free Lucy pouches. Not like every other nicotine pouch company that's owned by Big Tobacco. They're like the mom and pop shop of pouches, and they come in a variety of flavors: mango, wintergreen, apple ice, even espresso. If you're not a pouch guy or girl, choose gum, 2, 4, 6 milligrams. If you are a pouch guy or gal, you can go all the way up to 12 milligrams. And that will set you on a path. I'm not sure what kind of path it is, but it's a path.
Yeah.
So,
That's two more than the age of what they're locking up in Australia. 12.
and you can also set yourself up with the subscription and have it delivered right to your door, which is way better than going to the gas station where they're always out of it. So I'm an 8 mango guy, and I use it at work when I can't enjoy nicotine in other ways. So level up your nicotine routine with Lucy. Go to lucy.co/hardfactor. Use promo code hardfactor. Get 20% off your first order. Lucy offers free shipping and has a 30-day refund policy if you change your mind. That's lucy.co. Use code hardfactor to get 20% and always free shipping. Here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. Warning: this product contains nicotine, and nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Yeah,
It's my only nicotine.
There you go.
Oh, you're off the others, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Good for you.
Guys, Hollywood is absolutely creaming their pants for who's going to get the life rights of an Olympic snowboarder who turned cocaine kingpin, who's currently on the lam after a DOJ indictment accused the Canadian snowboarder, whose last name rhymes with shredding, of
No way.
importing tons and tons and tons of fresh pow pow into the U.S. and Canada and ordering the murders of at least 3 people. What's up? What's up, Ryan James Wedding? Yeah, here's Ryan as a snowboarder. He wasn't a very good
Shredding
one.
Wedding. Okay.
Shredding Wedding. Yeah, that's what they call him. Yeah, he wasn't a very good snowboarder. He placed 24th for Canada in the 2002 Winter Olympics in men's parallel giant slalom, but he was a very good skier, according to U.S. Attorney for the Central District of California, Martin Estrada, who said, quote, an Olympic athlete turned drug lord is now charged with leading a transnational organized crime group that engaged in cocaine trafficking and murder, including of innocent civilians. Here's Shredding Wedding. Take a look at that.
Okay, he's aged a little bit.
He's aged quite a bit, bro. He looks like an extra in the program now. Yeah, guys. DOJ is alleging that Ryan Wedding, whose aliases include El Jefe, Giant, Public Enemy, Shredding Wedding, The Abominable Blowman, Sean White Girl, and Aslan from the Chronicles of Narnia, is currently on the run. They don't know where he is. They're offering a massive $50,000 reward.
That's it. 50,000
yeah.
for a triple murderer cocaine dealer.
Yeah, wouldn't Shredding Wedding just potentially? Yeah, I mean that's dangerous for 50K.
It's not a lot, right? Yeah, him and his partner Andrew Clark, aka the Dictator, moved at least 60 tons of yayo per year. It was $1 billion criminal organization. They moved cocaine from Colombia through Mexico into Southern California, and then from there, they distributed it to Canada and the U.S. They worked with a Canadian drug transportation network helmed by Hardeep Rat and Gurpreet Singh, and the coke was stored in safe houses in L.A., and then they used long-haul trucking routes to move the cocaine around the country and into Canada. It's pretty crazy, man.
Nice operation.
It's a nice operation. Prosecutors are saying that as part of their investigation, they seized more than a ton of cocaine. That's just what they got. This is pretty lame. Dozens of rounds of ammunition. Okay. And
Okay, so
dozens?
He had one gun or something.
He had one gun. And $3.2 million in crypto. So, I mean, like, when you put it like that, it's just kind of stupid. All these guys got arrested. 3 of them are still on the run, including Shredding Wedding.
Is he the main guy?
He's the main fucking guy. He's Kingpin, guys. No, the duo, Ryan, James Wedding, and Andrew Clark, would hire contract killers to take out hits on people who they believe got in the way of their business, or as Shredding Wedding put it, putting them on the Olympic pedestal.
Yeah.
Take a seat, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead, Will.
No, I'm just trying to conceptualize this. Where do you think he is right now? I mean, I feel like he's probably in like a Caribbean nation or something.
So check this out. It's late in October right now, and the DOJ dropped a superseding indictment yesterday. Okay. But the actual indictment got issued on the 8th of October. He's been on the run since at least then. This is just a massive, larger indictment. I'd assume Colombia, maybe. In November 2023, they ordered the pair, Wedding and Clark, ordered the killing of an Indian couple who was visiting Canada who they thought stole a cocaine shipment, but it was a case of mistaken identity. So they had this couple shot to death in front of their daughter, who was also shot but survived. They didn't even steal the coke. The name of the operation was Giant Slalom.
Hell yeah.
Which is pretty clever. So this is interesting. It's not just them that's involved. Like, as I said, this is a super complex situation. And this guy, who is a music executive, his mansion, look at this guy, Mr.
Interesting.
N. Joan, who posted a picture of him with the snow emoji as the caption, and then a bunch of other people posted the snow emoji after that. Maybe that was kind of dumb.
Yeah, we love coke.
They raided his insanely large mansion in Florida last month. This guy's Naheem Jorge Bonilla, and he's a music executive, and he owns the Mandrake in South Beach, which is an important hotel. I think that's where Jerry Falwell's kid was hooking up with the pool boy. I think it was at the Mandrake.
The
Oh
Mandrake.
hell yeah, that's a great doc too. Pot kettle, but these guys look a little thick to be coke addicts.
Yeah, well, you never get
I
high
don't
on your
love
own
it that
supply,
much.
bro.
Right.
Yeah, I guess not. I asked ChatGPT to come up with some titles about a movie about a snowboarding cocaine dealer, and the first one's pretty good.
What is it?
Powder Runs.
Powder Runs, because
like
he's on
that.
the run.
Yeah,
Right.
Hell yes, dude. That's
Yeah.
fucking awesome. He's on the run, and I don't know how long he's gonna be out there, but this is like gonna be a movie next week.
I'm just gonna ask it to make the whole movie, make the entire movie.
Just make the movie, please.
Is it possible he's dead? They offed him so that he's not going
It
to
could
become a
be
snitch.
West. What
You
I'm
think?
thinking.
No, they got everybody else.
Yeah, but
There's-
I mean, there's
saying they
people. There's got to be someone higher than the Ryan wedding.
No,
Right. He's got to report to somebody, right? He's not.
he used his determination and his skills that he learned as a highly competitive athlete to run a multi-decade cocaine trafficking business. Okay, he's the top dog. Okay?
Guys, we got
At
the
this
movie.
point-
We got the movie. We got the rights. We got the script. I got it.
For the sake of the
You got it?
movie,
I got it.
Beautiful.
for the sake
That
of the
was
movie, you're gonna want it to end in a shootout though, because like
Yeah,
that's
that's true.
We'll
that's
tweak
gonna be
we-
the best.
I got
way
the
to
full
end
script.
The movie. So
I
A
asked
high speed chase down a mountain.
Yes, chase down a mountain.
Yeah.
And the cops, in like Point Break style, the cops got to learn snowboarding like Keanu learned surfing.
Yeah,
It's
there
like
you go.
it's got to be like a cool cop, undercover
Oh,
cop
yeah,
that
you
like
could.
has to learn snowboarding.
incorporate
right.
extreme sports. Yeah.
I might be checking the Alps right now to see if he's out there under the name Sean Whitegirl. But
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the Fountain Blue was where Jerry Falwell's kid hooked up with the pool
Yes,
boy. The Mandrake
course.
is a very stylish bar and restaurant.
Of course. Yeah. So we got the whole script. I asked ChatGPT to make me the full movie script, and it said creating an entire movie script about a snowboarding cocaine dealer would be a large project, but I can help you. I can help you draft an outline. Then I hit the stop button. I said, make the whole script. I'll wait. And it's giving it to me piece by piece. So we're good.
You showed
Typing
him,
it
Mark.
out. Nice.
Hollywood's dead.
Exterior mountain.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. There's an exterior mountain. You know it. Exterior luxury ski resort, it says in the one scene. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we're talking. All right. RIP to One Direction singer Liam Payne. Didn't know he was one of those guys. I know Harry Styles and Zayn. I guess Liam Payne also in One Direction, or was. The 31-year-old fell to his death from a third-story balcony at his Buenos Aires hotel. He'd allegedly been partying pretty hard the last couple weeks straight there. RIP. 31.
What did we know the name of the hotel? I want to see a picture of how high up 3 stories is. I didn't know it was
Right.
3 stories.
Well, each story is like what?
10
20
feet,
feet?
to 12.
But at a
20.
hotel,
Yeah.
it's going to be like bigger, right? Because it's got.
At least 30
Shit.
feet.
Okay, I'll get a picture of the hotel
At
here.
least 30, yeah. I know it's in Argentina. I don't know the name of it. I should. The cause of death has already been revealed as polytrauma and an internal and external hemorrhage, which is a fancy way of saying gravity.
Falling off of
Yeah.
off the balcony. Yeah,
Head smashed.
Mhm. Body broke.
Yeah. Concrete. Gravity crete. A 911 call was released and translated to English very rudely by like the BBC, like hours after his death. And it sounded like the hotel staff all knew he was partying hard. Like the hotel manager called 911. He's like, we got this guy up here. He's destroying the hotel room. He's been destroying it for days. He's on drugs. He's very drunk. We're just really concerned. And then when they showed up, he had fallen off the balcony already.
It's the Buenos Aires bender.
Yeah. Although I've always wanted to do that, not fall off the
Yeah.
balcony that way. But yeah, I mean, Buenos Aires seems
Did
like
it-
a fun place to have a bender.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a story we talked about where someone fell off a balcony at a hotel or was pushed not too long ago? When was that? Was it a foreign hotel?
Fell off a balcony?
Yeah, it wasn't like an influencer or something. who
Yeah,
tried to
you're right.
jump?
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember who it was though.
Interesting.
Hey, Mark, did
That was in New York, wasn't it?
You gonna
Or no, it
rush
was like a tech. It was like a
windows?
tech guy, wasn't it? A tech
Yeah,
guy?
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh. What's up, Will?
did
I almost-
did you Did you see the reports of like his girlfriend like left to like
Yes.
before he?
She did a
fell off?
TikTok even. She was like, I've been in Argentina for 5 days and I'm really ready to go back to Miami. And it's like her getting on the plane and her going home to Miami. She's like, I'm so glad to be home. So yeah, she was with him the first week, but he kept partying.
Yeah, she posted a video where they were like,
Rolling.
she said they were
train
essentially partying and doing nothing, right?
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, it was a party and he fell. I almost fell to my death partying one time. Got to be careful out there.
Me too.
Yeah.
There's the third story, guys, of that hotel.
It's pretty high up.
Yeah, I mean, you hit your head on concrete.
Do you want to fall from that?
No, but
That
no.
sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks. It's kind of to Pat's point, it's not the most impressive fall.
But if you were bracing yourself, I think you could probably survive that.
Well, aren't people saying that he was like passed out when it happened? I don't know how they can tell that, but like he was so drunk that he just like was
He
passed
probably
out.
just like whoop fell over the
Yeah.
edge right there.
It's also kind of important from that height. If he fell backwards and hit his head, it's game over.
I mean, he probably fell on
immediately.
his head. Yeah.
If you land on your head from 30 feet, it's instant game over.
broke his neck.
Yeah,
who knows?
the reports say that he didn't. At least the way the body fell, it didn't look like he braced himself. That's why they think he was passed out.
Oof. Okay. Well, look, I have good news. A different 31-year-old UK man did survive a 650-foot fall off of a cliff this week.
That's 65
that's
stories,
great.
dude.
Way more impressive too. 65
Yeah.
stories. He's actually from Ireland, so there's a more likely chance he is not from the UK, as the Republic of Ireland, with over 5 million people, is independent. Northern Ireland, in the northeast, with less than half that population, is in the UK. And you know what? I actually have where the guy is from. If you will just humor me here, look at that. Look how close it is to Northern Ireland. This guy, Paul Farrell, is from Sligo, Ireland, the 24th largest county in the Republic of Ireland. And you have to assume it would be ranked much higher in Northern Ireland because there's probably fewer counties up there.
Oh, way fewer counties, bro.
Could be like third maybe in Northern Ireland.
Yeah, it's less than. I mean, it's a real small area.
Almost a UK man in a big county.
They got 6 counties in Northern Ireland, Mark.
Yeah, instantly you're in the top 7 right off the bat if you jump in there. Pretty good. Geography is wild. Almost in that UK there. But Paul, he was not. He was in Sligo, and he also wasn't in Sligo when this happened. He was vacationing in Indonesia, and he went on a hike to check out an active volcano over there on Mount Rinjani in West Nusa Tenggara on Wednesday morning. As you guys all know,
Lots of hard
location.
words in this one.
You know that one. Well, but you understood them because you've heard of this place before. And
Of course.
Yes.
Right outside of Sligo.
Well within my tax bracket.
You guys have heard about it. And he was by himself, probably drunk. Right? Because
He's Irish.
I didn't say that just because he was on vacation. I was thinking, but yeah, okay. When he rolled down the steep hiking trail and off of a 650-foot cliff.
Oh man.
Like that cliff.
Crazy.
So he must have bounced, right? Because you can't fall
Yeah.
just a firm 650.
His full distance was like a 650-foot drop, but the way it is, it's like a really steep slope. So
He
it's
tumbled,
he tumbled 650 feet violently.
No, he tumbled and then he dropped. But what you guys are forgetting is that he's an Irish drunk and his body was like Play-Doh. So he just like was able to absorb all the a normal man would have been broken into a trillion pieces, but he basically just rolled right off of it.
Right, like Brad
Is that
Pitt
like a
in
myth?
Fight
Like
Club.
No,
driving high better? That like when you're drunk, if you get in a
driving
car
high
accident, you
better
get less
could be
hurt.
a myth scientifically, but getting in horrific car crashes
Definitely a
with like a
myth.
high alcohol content is not a myth. People have survived it, and then when they sobered up, died from the injuries. It's
because you don't brace or something. You don't tense up.
Oh, you're just so loose.
Yeah.
You're so loose. Mark, remember when we saw that guy get hit by a car,
Car crash.
and then he immediately stood up and started running?
Yeah, it was an Asian guy that we had to put his bicycle in the back
It's
of my car
racist.
and drive him to the hotel. And we're like, "Do you want to call your wife?" And he was just bleeding in the back seat of my car.
He was in shock.
Yeah, he was in big time shock. No one else wanted to help him. We were like 17, helped out a 40-year-old Asian man because we're good people.
Well, that's nice. of you guys.
Yeah, they creamed him. They had him at like 40 miles an hour. And just everyone drove off. Miraculously, Paul only suffered minor injuries, because he was drunk, and he injured his shoulder a bit and had some cuts to his face and scratches and stuff. But he was able to call for help on his cell phone that also was not smashed in the fall, and he was able to get service at the bottom of the cliff. And he called his resort he was staying at, was like, "Hey, it's Paul from 133. I've fallen off a big cliff, isn't it?" You know,
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Hello, dentist.
Yeah, workers showed up and saved him using a rope and pulley. This is them, right? They had to like get out the rope and pulley system. And they knew the area well because it was right next to where a 16-year-old boy fell to his death last week, as you usually do, falling 650 feet. And they had to retrieve that body last week. So this time it was an alive body.
That's a dangerous trail. They have people dying like or falling off every week.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the difference in time?
Just like 7 days. But I mean, like,
That's crazy, man. That's fucking insane.
yeah, he was like feet away, but he didn't brace. He didn't fall like Paul did perfectly. And luckily, this one is different. Paul was hiding behind some shrubbery, smoking cigarettes when the rescuers showed up. And upon rescue, he gave the workers big hugs and high fives, big drunken hugs and high fives, and said, "Thank you so much. You boys saved my life. I would never have been able to get out of this 650-foot hole without you. I'm going to stay safe after this and not go too far from my hotel." To which the workers replied, "How did you? What are you?"
The Irishman.
Yeah.
The other guy that died, I heard, was a Nobel Prize winner.
Was
16-year-old?
16-year-old.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Iptu
Wrong
Nicholas.
son died.
Yeah, wrong. Yeah, exactly. Instead of a drunken Irish guy, I was like, yeah, I get it. Iptu Nicholas Asma, chief of public relations of the East Lombok police, showed how he earns his paychecks by releasing the following statement saying, "Paul slipped because the location is sandy." So he nailed it again, up to just right out there with the strong evidence, solved the case. Apparently, a lot of people like to hike up to the top of the second highest volcano in Indonesia, this Mount Rinanji, located on the island of Lombok, to see the beautiful Crater Lake, right?
Okay.
So Crater Lakes inside a volcano are pretty hard to pass up on. And that being the case, they might want to get a sign up there or something, something like "Careful Sand" or 650-foot fall. Most won't survive.
Yeah. Everyone falls here.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's shocking that they had somebody die the week before this dude survived. Like, it's just not. It seems very unsafe.
Yep, it is. But Paul barely got hurt falling 650 feet. So
It's
that
impressive.
guy's incredible.
What a story for the pub.
Yeah, he's gonna tell that one over a lot of Guinnesses. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. Okay. I got a couple dummies in the streets to end out the week on Hard Factor here. The first one is from last Sunday after the Ravens beat the Commanders, of course. And have you guys seen the viral video of the dude in the Lamar jersey, Jackson, beating the shit out of two dudes in Commanders uniforms?
Oh, no.
Yeah, Pat
No,
showed me.
Oh, no. Let's see it.
Jack Callis, yeah.
Yeah, check it out.
Do we got a straggler? Do we got straggler?
That's huge.
Do we got straggler? Do we got straggler?
Bigger than
Knocks the first guy out cold.
Do we got a straggler? Do we got a straggler?
Shoves the second guy into the brick
I
wall.
don't lose. Yeah!
Whoa.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's fucking go!
Yep. That is Jack Callis, Pat.
Let's fucking
As you said.
go. You knocked
He
out
noted
the
his job.
Noted Ravens fan. Right, yeah. And also, though, he did lose his job as a Commanders fan. I got to say, tough look for the kid in the Sean Taylor jersey. You can't be wearing the ST and getting one punch KO'd. That's just it's a terrible scene right there. The aggression from Jack Callis also unacceptable. He's 24 years old. John Callis apparently goes by Jack. And the bad news for Jack is that the video went so viral, like Pat said, he immediately got fired from his job at a local insurance company. So,
Man, he
Thought he
also
wasn't bound-
also
he was
got
a bouncer,
kicked out
but
of
he kept it.
he got kicked out of school for wearing a costume of that poor man that was that died in the back of the Baltimore police fan, Freddie Gray. He wore that to school as a Halloween costume as a hilarious gag. And then in college,
He doesn't lose, Pat.
Yeah.
in college, he got kicked out of high school. Apparently, in college, he sent this Snapchat to this girl that was really gross, like really graphic sexually, and the girl printed it out and posted it all over the dorms because she said that he essayed her.
Whoa. Okay. So
Yeah.
he could be a true monster. Well, anyways, he's been fired from his job at his he works in an insurance company, which is hilarious. Also, the video went so viral that it's everywhere. He is now wanted for 2 counts of assault. They've issued the arrest warrant in Baltimore. So
Yeah, I mean, if it was a fair fight between those 2 guys, but that guy, he just attacked them and knocked them out, so it wasn't cool.
He just stormed their castle and beat
Yeah.
the crap out of both of them.
Right, it was like
the
they're
Suns guy.
"God,
That
I
was
hope this monster turns around."
yeah. The
Right.
Suns guy was cool. This guy is just not. This guy's a dude.
well, it's like he told the dude to come film me. Watch these 2 dudes.
Yeah.
Come film me. Watch knock them both out. Yeah.
Yeah.
What you did. He looks like a thick version of original intern Cam.
yeah.
Also, college athlete. He played lacrosse at Roanoke College.
Yeah.
Like Cam did.
Like Cam. 2 catches.
And football.
tight end.
We got a second dummy in the streets though. Before we hang up, TikToker Ambamelia. Here's her profile pic. She posted the video I'm about to show you on Tuesday, and the caption is, "The time I mistakenly thought the flag for Greek was for Israel and took the restaurant's flag down. OMG." This video went extremely viral. She posted it herself. Watch and listen to
A moron.
She's still stupid.
Ambamelia.
The flag for Greek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to be super anti-Semitic and I messed up.
Watch and listen to Ambamelia storm the terrace of Elfie's.
She
Oh,
started
sorry.
a Euro shop.
Yeah, it's
Elf
called
gyros. Elf gyros.
Effie's Gyros in Montclair, New Jersey. So it's a gyro shop with Greek flags all over the front patio.
Look, fuck these Israeli gyros up.
And Ambamelia
Tzatziki
is
sauce
enraged.
eating motherfuckers.
Yeah. She was enraged by what she considered to be Israeli flags all over the place. Take a look.
Look at that shit. And I'm about to come back and put Free Palestine too.
She's ripping the
Free
flags
Palestine,
down.
bitch. Look, what's she looking at? You know damn well there's a genocide. You know there's a genocide.
Don't you?
Now stop it.
To the
I'm
worker
taking
at
this
the
shit down.
Euro shop.
Yeah,
See
to
this one.
the cash register.
Right here.
She's the
What are they
dumbest
gonna do?
person
They can't do
alive.
nothing.
They have the multiple flag, like flags on a string.
Yeah, it's
Right,
hundreds
it's
of
like
tiny
rope
Greek
lights.
flags.
I don't stand for this. This
Greek
is
flair.
genocide, and I don't stand
patio.
for Zionism.
Tobias, someone's
I'm
ripping down your
Montclair.
flags.
I don't support it. There's a genocide. You know
She
that,
doesn't
right?
support.
They're killing
genocide.
children.
It's a
What's the
cross,
purpose?
not. It's
Keep
literally a
out of
cross,
your
not the Star of
heritage.
David.
Y'all understand there's a
on the
genocide,
flag.
right?
They're so
You understand, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing against people who are Jewish, but this is not
It's
okay.
a cross on it.
Who's
It
this?
says gyro on the window
What?
in front of her.
The guy goes, "It's Greeky. It's Greeky."
Oh, I thought it was Israel. My bad. Really?
Oh my bad.
Yeah. Oh shit. my
Not bad.
She's like, I'm not be messing with the Greekies.
Your gyro's good?
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, it looks like
fucking idiot.
Israel. And
She keeps filming. Like
What's up with this unleavened bread?
She
This
posted
pita
this
bread.
herself,
Yeah.
right?
She posted it herself.
well, I did it already.
So is she trolling?
Let me look this up right
Oh no, she's just the world's biggest.
That's
dummy.
her. That's her. TikTok at Ambamelia. That's her. She posted it herself. She didn't.
Montclair is probably the nicest town in New Jersey. It's probably it's probably the richest town in New Jersey. It's where Aaron Rodgers lives. It's it would be a dream to live there. It's not. Oh man.
So
Well, she
Pat,
was in the right spot if she was looking for Jews. Then just the wrong shot.
There's that is true.
and this place is one of is I mean it's 4.5 stars. Effie's Gyro. Effie Mahilis, the 21-year-old female owner, has told news outlets that the attack actually went down on March 11th. So the craziest part about this is that Ambamelia filmed this back on March 11th, and then I guess was sitting on the edits
Sat on it. Yeah.
till October
She
15th.
sat on it for 6 months and then released it.
Yeah. And so now Amelia, she is just gone viral for being incredibly dumb. No legal issues because Effie's is a class establishment. They're just like,
Well,
let
No,
bygones be
they just
bygones.
Retacked up the $20 worth of Greek
I
flag.
don't think they accepted the ripped up flags back. I think that
No.
they said, you're an idiot, get out of here, and we'll go get some new flags. Because
Dude, Effie opened that restaurant in 2021 when she was 18.
yeah, Effie's the best. She makes a great gyro. If you're over there in Montclair,
It's huge
New
for
Jersey,
Effie.
give
They
it a
shouldn't
shot.
sue her because this is going to get them a ton of customers.
Yeah. No,
Class
it's
acts.
best for Effie's.
Yeah.
Amelia, who posted it, she actually, the reason I think she posted it, I think she has an OnlyFans or something like that. Could just be
Yeah,
promo.
it's marketing. What if she is
Yeah.
a partial owner in Effie's? What if this was she's a silent partner?
Ooh.
This is
Yeah,
like
that would
Sacha
be
Baron
guerrilla
Cohen
marketing.
level smart as a gag though.
If
it is a gag.
but she's not. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't think it is. Like, because why would she have sat on it? Also, like the owner.
She
of
said it
Effie's
wasn't a
is
skit. It looks like
Very
the post.
confused.
Yeah.
What if Effie and her put their heads together afterwards and was like, "Hey," Effie's like, "Hey, you moron, we can make some lemonade out of this."
Yes, I really am this dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a
No,
fucking idiot, dude.
Effie's doesn't look like it needs the help. I mean, they were already doing great. $10 to $20.
You could always use the
fare.
help. I mean,
I mean,
I want to
this
go.
is-
I want to go to
like
Effie's
6
now. I'll take an
stars.
extra trip.
Regardless of this particular conflict or this particular protest, this is so indicative of just people and how
Being
dumb
stupid.
they are. I'm informed enough to know about a very complex geopolitical issue, but I'm not informed enough to know that the cross is the Greek flag, not the Israeli flag.
We've covered. I mean, this is next level
That's tough, yeah.
stupidity.
Not the Star of
This
David,
is
no.
next level stupidity. But we've covered it like a million times. We'll cover it a million times in the future with AI and all stuff. You can put a picture of a guy's head or a girl's head, put it on top of some words in an article, and a million people will think you're a pedophile, or they'll think you did this or you did that, or like a completely different thing than actually is reality because people are so stupid.
I mean, her
They
teachers
believe
must be
almost anything.
ashamed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it comes from a source that they deem reputable or
Right, which is the
authoritative in their
internet,
mind,
potentially.
they-
Just any sort.
That's whatever they prefer on the internet. But yeah, then they will take it.
A
as,
tweet from stranger sometimes works.
Why'd
Yep.
you kill him? Well, I saw this tweet from a stranger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Said,
can work sometimes,
said he
yeah.
was a
That
pedophile.
happens. Yeah.
This guy made a lot of good points.
Yeah.
I went scrolling his profile. There was a lot of other good points on there. Yeah. Okay. So that's the show. Thank you for listening. Remember, go to patreon.com/hard factor if you need more hard factor. Most importantly, get out there and have yourselves a great fucking weekend.
It's Greek.
Free Palestine, bitch.